Hey guys.
Hi guys. I hope you're doing well. So we're continuing our tips to our happy marriage.
Our successful marriage, yeah.
That we're sharing with you guys, and we're enjoying making these videos and sharing what works for us. So today we're going to be talking about communication.
Which we obviously are very good at.
I think we've spoken about communication so many times. You probably guys are tired of hearing us saying about communication. But really, if there is probably
one thing
we could say
for the whole month,
yeah,
that we're going to talk about relationship tips, marriage tips, communication is probably part of all of it.
Yeah, and this is probably going to come up in a lot of the videos in different ways, but it's just talking to your partner,
telling each other when you're not happy.
Yeah, when you are happy.
When you are happy, telling each other.
Yes, because it's always nice to know when you're doing something right.
Praising each other, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we do that, don't we?
Yeah, exactly. Complimenting each other, definitely, you know. And it's just like keeping that sort of like the juices flowing that way, where it's just like, all right, and that's it.
Talk to each other.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really important that through communication you tell each other where you're not happy, and that's probably the main part of communication. I would say, if for example, like when I was in cooking and cleaning and helping Prim, she came up to me and she communicated clearly before we got married.
Yes.
And during marriage, where she's made improvements for me.
Yeah.
She said, look, you need to sort this out. I understand it's not going to be easy for you because you never did it at home.
Yeah.
And then I said, look, be patient with me. So I was listening. I said, okay, what do you want me to do now?
Exactly.
So a lot of the time, if your partner sits you down and they say, look, I need to talk to you, don't just look at the TV screen and be zonked out.
Or be on your phone, like
on Facebook or WhatsApp.
Whatever,
Like actually put everything away, switch the TV off. Listen to what that person has to say. Yeah. Because at the end of the day, you are in the same household. You're the same team.
Exactly.
So why are you not going to talk to each other?
Yeah. You're playing on the same team to win this game.
And you want to have a happy unit.
Exactly.
I would understand not communicating.
Yeah.
And being unhappy, because then you shouldn't even be in that relationship.
Yeah. And it's like setting like rules about communication. So if you're upset about each other, like, we always sit down and say like, okay, there's no name calling, there's none of these things, there's no raising your voice, because I think once it gets to a point where you're raising your voice, really, you've lost
it. You're not gonna,
nobody's listening. When you start shouting, the
conversation's over. Conversation's over, then you might as well just leave.
So give time out, and then you can revisit the topic another time.
I mean, one of the things that sometimes some people will say is a good way of doing it is, if you think someone's going to argue about something because you're asking them to do something, then maybe the best thing is go in a public place so that person can't really raise their voice. Yeah. And then say, look, we're going to go to a public place, you need to listen to me.
Exactly.
And we need to have a discussion, not argue.
Go to the library and sit there, so you can't be shouting.
Go to a restaurant or wherever, just sit somewhere where you're going to be embarrassed about shouting at each other, so you're actually going to talk to each other.
That's it. And I think it's like respecting each other, that you should not accept shouting and screaming in your home, really, because that's quite disrespectful, and especially when you've got kids. You wouldn't speak to your manager or a co-worker in the same way. So why is it okay to speak to your husband or wife like that? I don't really understand that bit. So like, just set rules, set boundaries way before you even need to start.
And don't say, oh no, not another one of those conversations. That's the worst way you could start it. Because if you start doing that, then the person's going to think you really don't even care.
Exactly. So, why am I here?
So you need to like respect that. Maybe one person's better at communicating than you are.
Exactly.
So they're going to be the ones that initiate it.
Yeah.
So if they initiate it, there's nothing wrong with it. You might as well then take that opportunity
to say,
offload your stuff and say, look, okay, you're right, blah blah blah, we're going to sort this out.
Yeah.
Now also on my side, this needs improving.
That's it.
Because you're communicating, you're making your relationship better, you're ironing out all your differences.
Yes.
And that's within your, and that can go on for years.
Yeah. And I think also like, once someone is like said, okay, we need to talk about something, you also need to put like aside blaming each other. Oh, you did this, it's your fault because
or you never do this, you always do this.
Automatically, because we try not to do that, because automatically if you come to me and say, oh, you did this and blah blah blah, I'm gonna be defensive and I'm gonna try to defend myself.
So there's no diplomatic communication.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna listen to what you're saying because I am thinking about defending myself. So you shouldn't even really get to that. You just have a gentle conversation, and like try and talk all the time. At dinner time, when you're sitting there, just communicate. How was your day? You know, oh, by the way, this happened. I wasn't really happy about this. And if it's a very touchy subject, then do it away from the kids.
That's
but
it.
At the dinner table,
I mean,
you
we're
can
quite
iron
good
out.
because we talk about everything at the dinner
Dinner
table. And we
table,
never watch, for example, don't eat dinner in front of the TV screen. We never eat dinner in front of the TV. Everyone has dinner together. And sometimes if she's busy, obviously because she's busy doing YouTube now.
Yeah.
If she's busy doing that, I'll say, look, babe, shut the computer.
Yeah, come down.
Come and sit down. Come and sit with us.
Exactly.
And I'll shout up the stairs.
Yeah.
Get down now.
Yeah.
Because this is a bad example for the kids. And
That's it.
We agreed that we would all sit on the dinner table and eat
Every
together
night.
while we can.
Even if it's takeaway, we
Yeah.
sit at the table and eat. And it's good because even the kids like start talking.
But then what's the point of sitting? Because that's when you actually conversate with your family.
That's it.
And communicate.
And there's no TV on, there's nothing
No,
on.
we never have the TV,
No,
do we?
no,
Like,
in the
when we're eating
background.
dinner.
No way.
Yeah.
Because that's like quiet time. That's time to like reconnect
Talk.
and bond with each
Yeah.
other and
See how
say
the
funny
kids are
things.
doing.
Yeah, exactly.
And we do communicate a lot. At
Yeah,
the
dinner table.
We talk about the future, what we might want to do.
Yeah, ask them questions.
Yeah.
You know, like because
Yeah.
you want to get them involved as well, so they're part
Yeah.
of like the talking and stuff like that. And it's actually good fun.
Yeah. And even when the kids are playing, even then we're quite good. Even when the kids are playing, and we'll still talk to each other and communicate.
Exactly, yeah.
And so we'll have our serious conversations.
Yeah. And
But
it's
we're good at knowing when the right time, and we listen to each other.
Yeah.
Because she'll turn around and say to me if I don't hear her, "You didn't hear any of that, did you?"
no.
And then I'm like, "Oh, okay then. All right, hold on." And I'll get the remote.
Yeah.
Switch TV
Sorry,
on.
what did you say?
Okay, let's start again. You know what I mean? So it's good that we.
Yeah.
But then I don't say, "Oh, why are you bothering me now?"
Oh, no.
Because she knows when not to bother me.
Exactly. I'm not
If
gonna
I'm watching
do
my
it.
football team play.
Yeah. No, he's not gonna even stop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's
You
about
know?
picking time. It's about again, it's like respecting you. You're watching
That's
a
it.
football and stuff like that. That's something you're passionate about. I can't suddenly come up and say, "Oh my God, this
We
has
need to have
happened."
this massive, huge
Because
conversation.
yeah, you're not gonna be having attention to me. You're divided attention, right? So like yeah, and we talk about lots of different subjects,
Yeah.
guys. Don't wait for something to come up before you talk about it.
Just talk about it.
Yeah, we
I
talk
mean, there
about-
was a silly conversation that she told me about that a colleague at work had said to her, "Oh, if they were paralyzed."
Oh,
No,
yeah.
what was it? If they were paralyzed and they couldn't basically satisfy their partner,
Yeah.
or something happened or they lost,
Yeah.
or they lost
basically-
their libido and didn't want to actually
do it anymore.
Do it anymore.
Or they couldn't do it
they
anymore.
would that person said that they would actually let their partner go and have a
They would have an
with
open
someone else.
relationship,
not
yeah.
not an affair,
No.
but like actually go and just get it on with someone
Yeah, exactly,
else.
yeah.
As
And
long
they'll
as they
be
didn't
okay
bring
with
it in
it.
front of them.
Yeah.
They said as long as they didn't bring it in front of me and made it a big deal, as long as we still had that
Yeah.
emotional communication,
Exactly.
they could go and have sex outside of the relationship and
And still be together.
And still be together, as long as they didn't put it in their face and
Yeah.
they didn't know nothing about it.
And
like
so
that.
we're like, oh babe, what
Well,
would you
like
do in
and
that
then we were just sitting
situation?
there having that conversation.
And it's quite funny
But it's not-
because
yeah.
at that point it's not a serious thing yet,
Definitely.
right? It hasn't happened. We
Yeah.
started talking about it, and then it's like, okay,
That's quite a
what-
funny conversation.
Yeah.
I thought. But we still discussed it for
Yeah.
a laugh. But it's good that we can
we could talk about
stuff like
anything.
that. Yeah.
Exactly. There's not. I think because we are talking all the time.
We're
It's
open.
just-
We're a very
yeah.
open relationship.
Yeah.
Not in regards that we do stuff like that, but as in we're open about
That's
our
funny.
communication.
That's it.
And that's what we're saying. You need to communicate openly.
Yeah, and to be honest, that's what will keep your relationship alive. Because we've also seen like couples who are older couples and their kids are getting married and leaving home. So their kids are 20, they say 25, and they're going off to buy their own house, whatever they're
Married
doing.
or whatever they're doing.
Yeah, and it's like literally they're scared because they don't know their partner anymore. They haven't communicated for like 20 odd years.
They haven't made time for each other.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah.
suddenly like, I don't know this woman or I don't know this man, and it's just weird. And I think, you know, like even if the sex is not there and stuff like that, communication is way more important because you're always gonna be on the same level
I think
and stuff like
there was
that.
a relationship I remember with one older guy, and his wife ended up going with someone else when they were in their 60s, and the reason being because she felt like he was basically just the old school. He was just being completely old school with her, like cook, clean, and there was no communication. And at that point, once the kids were older and all left home, she thought, "That's it. I've had enough of you."
Yeah,
And she's moved out and moved on.
Oh.
I
It's
mean,
a shame,
so-
yeah. Because at some point you loved each other, and at some point you thought the other person was the best thing since sliced bread, isn't it?
Yeah.
So nothing really changes. It's just that you do.
So what's changed? Why are you not talking to each other?
That communication,
Yeah. Why are you not talking to each other? I understand you have stress. I understand.
Yeah,
work
exactly.
Gets in the way.
Yeah.
Family problems.
Yeah.
But you need to understand that you're living for that person.
Yes.
And you're living for the kids that you have with that person.
Yeah.
So that is your family.
That's it.
First and foremost, you need to make that work.
Yeah.
Because if you're not happy within your own four walls with your 3 or 4, with your 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kids and your wife, then what's the point?
Exactly.
There is no, you know what I mean? Then how are you going to resolve those other issues in your life? You're not going to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And so definitely if there's one thing we could say that's more important than anything is talking. And you talk about everything, and it definitely keeps the fire burning and stuff like that, and it's just funny, and it just
you
makes
become loyal to each other.
Yeah, you do.
I find that you become really loyal
I think
because
so
nothing's
as well.
hidden.
Yeah.
Because I know anything and everything about what you're thinking
Exactly,
about.
Yeah, very much so.
Yeah.
And I also think like there's no surprises because we talk about everything. It's not really a surprise because I would then in the future, let's say we stop talking, then I think, hang on a minute, what's happened?
Or how long have you been hiding? If you find something out, how long have you been hiding?
Yeah. When did the communication break down?
When did it break down?
Yeah, definitely. So
I mean, what I think is YouTube's going to make sure that we keep communicating. So that'll help our marriage, I guess.
Exactly.
Even though our marriage is great at the moment,
yeah,
it might just be one of the best things that ever happened in regards to communication.
Because we're just gonna come and talk.
And you guys are listening, so why not?
That's it. So I have some communication.
That covers most of it, I think, with communication in our family.
In our family,
and how we run it. So just like I said, listen to your partner.
That's it.
Just listen.
Because it's funny, like again on the opposites attract video, I said like I hated being on the phone, I hated talking to people. But with Jazz, it's completely different. I actually enjoy talking to him, and I enjoy talking to him in person. And I don't know, I think I like to read your emotions and stuff like that.
But I changed you as well, because remember you never really communicated when you were upset and
exactly,
stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I said to her, no matter what, I'm going to tell you everything.
Exactly.
So I expect double back.
Yeah.
And if you know everything about me, there's nothing you have to worry about, because I can't hurt you then.
No, of course.
Because you know everything about me.
Yeah.
There's nothing I'm lying about.
Yeah.
So this is the way I look at it with your partnership. Just tell them straight.
Exactly.
I'm going to be 100% honest with you and tell you everything. The communication is going to be clear from my side.
Yeah.
I expect the same from you.
Yeah. And also then it rubs off on the kids, because then the kids also would want to talk and stuff like that. So
now,
they do.
Ones, yeah.
And so we just hope that when they get to teenage years and stuff like that,
they
know that mom and dad are so cool about anything. You can come and tell me about anything.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna judge you.
We've said to them, look, if you lie to us, you're gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
If you don't lie to us and tell us the truth,
it doesn't matter what you've done.
Well, don't worry, we'll sort it out.
Yeah. You could have done the worst thing, but if you just come and say like,
we'll do the best to fix it.
Yeah.
And that's it.
But if you lie to me and then I don't know what's true anymore and stuff like that, then again, I don't trust you anymore. So but if you tell me the truth, I'll back you up as much as I can, But So that is communication in our house. We do communicate a lot, and I hope it's gonna rub on you guys that you start communicating more in your home, and it's actually a lot of fun.
Listen to each other.
Yeah, it's actually lots of fun.
Like I said, it's more about just listening to each other.
Yeah, definitely.
Because once you start listening to each other, then you just become a lot more happier.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, exactly. I think you bond a lot more when you actually just talk about absolutely anything. Yeah, and switch off your phone, switch off the TV, and connect properly one-to-one without no distractions somewhere else. So
definitely.
So again, if you've got tips on what works well for you with communication, please share them and let's help each other out.
That's it.
Again, leave your comments in the comment section. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And also remember to share the video with your family or friends. Yeah, and that's it. We're gonna see you soon. Bye! Today we're gonna be talking about trust.
I don't trust you.
Oh no.
Nobody trusts each other.
Yeah, so this is carrying on the series of sharing our marriage secrets to how we keep our marriage happy, flourishing, and
marriage tips.
Yes.